Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-dudes.com, and what the hell do we have in front of us today? I don't know. I'm gonna ask my friend Mike because he poured this out. He's like, hey, come on down. I got something to taste, and we're gonna put it on camera. We're gonna put it on YouTube. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I'm just gonna let him explain this. This is Mad Dog 2020. We're finally doing a review.
Yep, it's all malt liquor now. You know, all the rage is all these spiked seltzers and stuff. So
yeah, we're going back to basics with this. All right, what is this?
This is, my friend, this is a cider.
It's a cider. You know, nobody likes cider. Nobody.
I don't like cider either.
Okay.
but I made it because, I'll tell you why I made this. Because getting a chance to brew and having like a 4 to 5 hour brew session is sometimes tough. And I just really wanted to do something. I had all this equipment sitting around. So on my way home, I picked up 4.5 gallons of pasteurized, no preservative cider in the gallon jugs.
Like pressed apple juice?
Pressed apple juice,
yes.
sorry. Pressed apple juice. 4.5 gallons. And I dumped that into one of my stainless steel brew buckets. And I also, the reason why this is not...
It's not looking like
this. Then I also,
cider.
this is also 6 pounds.
It's only 6 pounds.
Of organic frozen blueberries.
Blueberries.
That I didn't even bother to like freeze thaw a couple times. I just
threw them
in.
Good for you.
Because I was just like, I just want to do something.
I only have time for this.
Yeah. So I whipped all that together.
Ah, jeez, man.
So it's 4.5 gallons of cider, 6 pounds of blueberries. The reason for the 4.5 gallons is because I didn't know what 6 pounds of blueberries were going to take up volume space-wise.
Yeah.
So I
just threw them in there.
I put the 6 pounds in, poured the cider in. I also added a little, usually I don't do this, but I also added a little yeast nutrient.
Yes.
And a little bit of yeast energizer.
Good.
Because you gotta
get it going.
Take it from the mead days. And then also because I also realized for yeast health things are important, and for flocculation I also add a little calcium chloride because I have it. And like I said, I was bored. I wanted to do something.
You're the water chemistry master.
So I think I just put like 4 grams of calcium chloride, just enough to get myself to about 50 ppms of calcium.
Look at you.
Okay.
Wow.
This baby, I have no idea. I didn't get a starting gravity on it, but it finished off at about 10:08. So it's pretty dry.
Yeah, it's pretty dry.
But it's still pretty fruity.
I've had ciders in drier. This is good.
I do have some interesting pictures of when I opened the fermenter, and all of the blueberries were floating up at the top.
Ooh,
I never made an attempt to like push them down or stir it up, whatever. I just fermented this thing.
Do the thing.
Let it go. Oh, the other thing, yeast. 1 package of dried Nottingham ale yeast.
Yeah, good for you.
Because that one works for cider. A lot of people go with that.
Yep.
So it's just Nottingham.
Yep.
The thing fermented at about, I had the brew belt on it, fermented at like 72 degrees for like 3 or 4 days. Then I killed the heat, just let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the first couple days it was like at 62 something. Then I put the belt on it, got it up there, and the thing only fermented for about 7 or 8 days. Then I just let it rest, and then kegged it up and carbonated it.
And that's what we have in front of us.
And that's where we're at. So, I would like a little bit more carbonation still in the early days of it, but there's just enough spritziness to enjoy it. And those 6 pounds of blueberries, it has taken on a tremendously cool
purple passion.
Purple passion, burgundy almost like color. I didn't know how much color I was going to get, but man, that's a lot of color. So
a lot of apple notes on the nose. Just a slight blueberry aroma, but it's there.
Yep.
Like I'm seeking it out, but still, even if you blindfolded me, I'd be like, there's something other than apple on this, which is great.
Yep.
In the flavor, it's like super apple. And I think like because I've made ciders with Nottingham yeast and know that it doesn't like take it all the way down to dryness. It does leave a little residual sweetness. So you have that kick of like apple juice taste to it. I'm trying to pull out a little bit of blueberry to it. I'm not getting a lot.
I feel like the blueberry presence is contributing to the perception of sweetness.
Okay.
The apple is still huge, and the apple's really driving it, but it's not just straight up apple. There's something.
No, yeah, you're right. Because like now I'm tasting it like there is like it's almost like the blueberry skin is in there, you know, and that's what I'm getting.
And so the blueberries, like I said, I have a couple pictures. They're a couple of them may have already flown by, but the blueberries are still pretty whole when I was done with it.
Are you gonna
these
show
are
this?
organic blueberries, so they're actually the really small ones,
Are you
not
gonna,
like the big
it's the
cultivated
main blueberries. Good?
Basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. That's the way you should go. Are you going to like edit like the photos in? Like, you're already actually doing that.
Yeah, there could be a photo right now. No, I don't know. There's some photos. What's really interesting about, so I use the brew bucket.
Yep.
And the brew bucket, I have a racking arm on the brew bucket,
Yep.
and I don't remember exactly what the diameter is of the thing. But the funny thing is, these little organic blueberries somehow perfectly fit
Got stuck
in the racking cane, through the valve, through the tube. Like when I first opened the valve, I'm running clear purple cider through. I'm like, oh, good. And I have no idea how deep the bed of blueberries is.
Yeah.
It's just going through. And I was getting cautious as it got towards the bottom. I definitely didn't get all 5 gallons or so, whatever was in there, out of there, because eventually, all of a sudden, it ground to a halt, because I could see like blueberries running through the line occasionally into the keg. I was like, how long do I let this go? But then it stopped, and I have a picture of a couple blueberries trapped in the line when it stopped flowing, and that picture's probably up right now.
Right on.
So anyway, but I didn't. It's not like I cared. I don't care if I got 2 gallons out of the fermenter or what. I was just trying to have fun and try to do something. So to speak to the cider issue for a minute, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of like hard cider, drinking hard cider. Sometimes I've enjoyed it, sometimes not. I've tried like sweet cider, dry cider, semi-dry cider, dry hopped cider, because we're in America, and all that jazz. And I've never really been like, oh, I want to drink 6 of these, right? I mean, I don't dislike them. It's just not my thing, I guess. But this, with the blueberries in it, I think there's just enough of a difference to make it interesting enough that I want to drink it. Like,
There's an essence there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I sort of feel like, you know what, I think on a different note, it's sort of like fruiting some of the sour beers we've made.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to drink some of the golden sours I've made, but with the cherries or raspberries in it, or it's like, oh, this is more interesting. I want to drink it. Right? So this I think this works for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll drink the whole keg of this, but it was fun. I'm going to definitely try to get this out of the keg. I just need to get the carbonation level up, get it out of the keg, and I'll put it in bottles.
Yeah.
Because I think other people would like to drink it and give it away. I mean, I don't want to sit down and drink pints of it, but I would definitely crack open a 12-ounce bottle of it from time to time.
I think at a party, this would go very quickly.
This would be awesome with like some dark chocolate or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Really cool.
There you go. All right. So this is, do you have a name for this?
Yes, it's blueberry cider.
Good.
Yeah.
So this is Mike's Blueberry Cider. Hopefully that you've learned something from this, because to be honest, I did. And I think it really what it comes down to is that when you don't have a lot of time as guys that have families and children and obligations and things like that, and you just want to like ferment something in your basement, this is a wonderful alternative to a brew day.
You just dump it in,
and you're like, I'm done. This is great, and I'll come back in a few weeks, and it'll be great. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below if you're a big cider fan. I know that we have some fans who live in England,
in cider country.
Yes, and we have talked about it.
We mean no offense.
In the past. No, we don't mean anything. We don't, we're just 2 dudes putting videos on YouTube, to be honest. People try to like take us down with their bad comments. We're just like dudes. Like, listen, who cares?
Listen, have some blueberry cider and get over it.
And then, maybe we can hang out and talk about it more. I'm sure in person you're nice, you're nice. But anyway, leave a comment, and we'll keep doing these videos as long as you want to keep watching. For John and Mike, brew-dudes.com, brew on.
Cheers.